Welcome to my October 2018 video newsletter. A few things to chat about, so let's go. The month of August 2018 had 12 sales. That brings us up to a year-to-date total of 82 compared to 88 that we had last year at this time. The average price of those sales was $664,000. The median price, $467,500, up just a tad from where we were last year. Looking at active listings in Eastham, we have 71 active listings. That ties a number we had just a couple months ago, but that's also higher than we've had any time since October of 2016, quite some 2 years ago. The average list price is, for now, it's under 800. It's at $780,000, still pretty high. The median is 550,000, almost even. As I mentioned earlier, sales are down roughly 7% from last year at this time. Strangely and maybe predictably, I expect to actually catch up to last year. During the month of September, we've seen a fairly high number of closings so far. But the market as a whole is up dollar-wise about 1.5 to 2% for the median, which is about where it ought to be. And we're seeing okay sales. We're seeing a surge in new listings. And next month I'll present a new chart on new listings that we can stare at. As I mentioned earlier, the number of active listings is at the 71 level. Not a bad level, although we've seen it almost twice that high. I am seeing a fair surge of new listings this month, so we should see that number be pretty healthy by the end of September. September and October historically have been high months for that. But then it kind of, as people take houses off the market in November and December, it brings us down to our annual low, if you will, in January, February. As we look at new listings, I have two that I want to highlight. There's actually 4 in the newsletter. One is at 50 Grandfather's Way. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, Cape-style house. Has that third space that we all know and love, that currently set up as a den. It certainly could be used for overflow sleeping, if you would. House is wonderfully updated. It's a beautiful house with a 2-car garage and lots to talk about. The other new listing is 620 Kingsbury Beach Road. Set up as a reproduction, if you will, of an older antique. Nicely done inside, beautiful home. Again, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Has a big family room built on the back. Again, a delightful house. So come see those houses, look in the newsletter for the other 2, and come see. One last thing I'd like to just say a few words about. As many of you, in fact, I'm sure all of you heard over this past month, we had a gentleman from upstate Massachusetts killed by a shark up in Wellfleet. A number of folks have asked what that ultimately means to our marketplace, and certainly there's no way to know at this point. My gut tells me not much will change. But on the other hand, I think we need to be on notice that the sharks are there, and we need to stay clear of them. We also need to pay attention to the folks on the beach who watch out for us too, and not stray too far into the water. But anyway, all that said, Eastham is a great place this time of year. You certainly ought to come out and take a peek at it. I call it our secret summer. So thank you for watching this video newsletter. Hope to see you next month.